It's day 23 of Nymphing in November, 30-day challenge to do something nymphing related, whether you fish nymphs or tie nymphs like I'm going to do today. But this is not an instructional video. This is just tying flies and telling lies. Although my stories usually stick pretty darn close to the truth. I'm going to tie something that I've created in my own head. Don't know if it'll work or not. But I saw something in Rainbow Pool the other day that made me think maybe I needed a little bit more flash for what I'm fishing with in November. Anyways, I also thought I would tell you a story about being a fishing guide in northern New Hampshire on a day when there was a parade. We used to guide the Upper Connecticut River in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire, where we had our lodge, but also in the next town down, West Stewartstown in Colebrook. The river there meandered through cornfields and hayfields, and was also, really cold. It was a great summer fishery because of the tailwater dam upstream at Lake Francis. But one day I was going to guide a couple, and I hadn't taken into account that it was the Old Home Day Parade. Pretty big deal. It's the first weekend of August, and they closed the street down because in northern New Hampshire, because of the size of the towns or lack of size, not only does the parade go one way, it turns around and that baby comes back. You get to see it twice. When I was a kid, I would sometimes go to that parade, and it was awesome because they would throw candy, and you got the chance at candy twice. Well, on this day, I was able to launch the boat. I left the boat and my clients at the launch, and I ran a shuttle with a friend and brought the truck and the trailer down, and I got a ride back up. Well, when we got back up there, the road was closed, and I couldn't get to my clients and the boat. So I'm sitting in traffic, I'm with a friend, and I happened to see my son was at the parade, and he was riding somebody's bicycle. It wasn't his bicycle. I don't know whose bicycle it was. So I jumped out of the car, told my friend thank you, caught up with my son, and made him give me the bike. Mom, give me the bike now. Give me the bike. So he did, and he started to tell me something, but I wasn't listening. I was really busy. I needed to get to my clients who were waiting for me at the boat launch. It was just bad timing with the stupid parade. So I started pedaling as fast as I could. I had a rain jacket that was wrapped around my waist because, it could rain. Northern New Hampshire, it rained a lot there. So I'm going as fast as I can, going downhill, and I'm beside the parade. The parade's going one way, I'm going the other, and I'm weaving in and out. And I come to a corner where I need to slow down. I went to put on the brakes, and the thing that my son was trying to tell me was that the bike had no brakes. Not a problem. I'm a big gal. I put my feet down, slow down, then I have more of a hill to go down. I'm now near the end of the parade, which is good, but then there's that line of cars that are waiting to go through, and there's a bunch of people there. And I'm pedaling as fast as I can. I can see the boat launch. I'm about to go over the bridge when the arm of my jacket falls off my hip and into the spokes, stops the bike, and sends me flying over the handlebars in front of this line of cars that are waiting to go. So, it's one thing to have an accident, but it's another thing to be seen having a stupid accident. So I got up really quickly, dusted off my pride. My son wasn't very far behind me because I think he knew that I was destined for disaster riding that stupid bike. I gave him the bike back, walked down to my clients, and had to start the day and finish the day just bloody as hell. The worst thing about it, I had first aid stuff, but still, was sitting out in the hot sun all day, rowing a boat and just being covered with flies because it was that time of year and they could smell the flies, and oh my gosh. So, never use a bike that's not yours. And if you do, ask questions about it. Anyways, I'm nearly done with my concoction. I don't know if it will work, but I got this idea from watching the fish in Rainbow Pool go after this tiny little minnow that I didn't even know it was there. It's almost translucent. And I know this isn't a nymph, but it's not, I'm tying it on a scud hook. So it's a nymph with motion. Anyways, thanks for joining me today. Hey, I will see you tomorrow. I'll be on the river, hoping to catch a big one for nymphing in November. See you tomorrow.